Hear the tale of a Breckenridge child reunited with her mother nearly a century after they died. Phil Lindeman with Krystal 93 News. Ghost stories abound in an old mining town like Breckenridge. It's been visited by at least one professional paranormal investigator, and the Breckenridge Heritage Alliance is talking with 2 other paranormal TV shows for shows about spooky gold rush legends. But not every ghost story is from the mining days, like the tale of young baby Eberlein. In Breck's early years, most miners and locals were buried on the south end of town. Valley Brook Cemetery wasn't built until 1882, and that meant entire families could be separated after death. It nearly happened to Jeanette Eberlein, considered the first true Breckenridge local. She came here as a newborn and is now buried in Valley Brook Cemetery. She raised a family in her home, now on the corner of Harris and Lincoln Streets, but one of her children died young, and that child's bones were lost in the cemetery shuffle. Lost, that was, until 1997, when construction workers found an unmarked infant's grave. June Walters with the Breck Heritage Alliance explains.
They dug up the baby's skeleton, put it into a beautiful little casket, and had everyone dressed in Victorian dress and had a procession to Valley Brook Cemetery from the south end of town.
And then something truly strange happened. 6 days after the ceremony, on Halloween in 1997, a microburst ravaged the forests around Breckenridge.
A windstorm, just gale force winds that blew over the lodgepole pines, toppled gravestones, broke fences, wrought iron fences in the cemetery.
Miraculously, it stopped just short of downtown, and legend has it that the unknown Eberlein child is to thank.
If that windstorm had made it into the town of Breckenridge, the destruction would have been horrific. But the feeling is that the baby was so glad to be reunited with her mother there in Valley Brook that she turned the storm away.
And that's just one of a dozen stories Walters shares on the Heritage Alliance tours. She and other guides lead special Halloween tours tomorrow. The Tombstone Tales tour is $15 for adults or $10 for kids, beginning at 5 p.m. And the Downtown Haunted tour is $20 for adults or $15 for kids, beginning at 7:30. Get your tickets at breckheritage.com. And then tune in again on Halloween for more supernatural tales from Breck and Frisco, or hear the entire story of young Eberlein on the Krystal 93 YouTube page. That's Krystal with a K. What's it take to carve a pumpkin worth $600? Just ask the jack-o'-lantern experts at Carver Ski and Bike in Breckenridge.
Detail in the carving, difficulty of the carving, the most intricate kind of carving, as well as originality is a factor.
That was Thad Eldridge, owner of the Main Street Ski Shop. This past Friday was the 21st annual Carver's Pumpkin Carving Contest, and dozens of locals brought their gourds to the shop for a shot at the grand prize, a pair of 2018 Faction Prodigy 2.0 skis. Taking home the $600 pair was an intricate rendering of, who else? Ullr, the Norse god of snow and Breck's hometown hero.
When it came through the door, I think we were all like, this one's got a good chance. It captures the Ullr essence.
Also earning praise was another intricate carving, this one a creepy version of Pennywise, the clown from It. In the running were Nightmare Before Christmas characters, a jack-o'-lantern with hundreds of toothpicks for teeth, and one gilded pumpkin straight out of Cinderella. But nothing compares to that one year with the fog machine.
And we had a guy that used to do ice sculpture carving up at Beaver Run. He brought in a skull carved into a pumpkin with a really intricate Indian headdress.
Don't forget Halloween activities for young ghouls and goblins in Frisco and Breckenridge tomorrow. Main Street Frisco is closed from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. for trick-or-treaters. Also closed are streets in the Wellington neighborhood and downtown Breckenridge at High Street and Madison Avenue. The Breck closures begin at 4 p.m. and end at 8 p.m. In local sports, the Breckenridge Bolts were back in action this weekend for an away series against the Rampage in Denver. The Bolts won 2 of 3, including a come from behind to open the series last Friday. The Bolts won that one 4-3, lost 2-4 on Saturday, and finished with a win 5-2 on Sunday. 17-year-old goalkeeper Douglas Wakeland had 57 saves in the Friday win.
Even though we fell down early, our team was able to overcome the deficit. We've just always put it into action what our coach tells us. It was just always work hard and never give up.
The Bolts are back in action on Friday in Breck. Phil Lindeman with Krystal 93 News.